The A Show,
where smart is the new sexy.
And now, April Hunter.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the A Show, where we are joined once again with our former guest, current guest, Ty Whitman from Breaking Your Chains podcast. We love you. Thank you for coming back.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, we're stoked. Woo! So, yeah, if you guys haven't seen, if everybody hasn't seen, or rather listened to Breaking Your Chains, it's on BreakingYourChains.com. It is an extremely deep, well-researched, fun and intellectual podcast on all kinds of topics like perception, where it covers kind of everything, how we view things and why we view things a certain way. Love, the whole entire topic of love from a scientific and an esoteric viewpoint. Am I covering that right? Am I saying that right?
You're doing it wonderfully, and I just want to say thank you so much for all the kind words.
It's true. You cover everything from science to spirituality.
Mm-hmm. I grab subjects that interest me. The whole thing's kind of been like my search for enlightenment. You know what I mean? As I go through life. So I try to grab subjects that interest me and go into deep dives on them. A lot of them, like that love podcast. I was taking notes on that for 6 months before I even really got serious about putting the podcast notes together, you know?
Yeah.
I'm taking notes for one right now. In fact, I was writing on it and looking at stuff for like an hour and a half today that I don't plan on putting out till January. So yeah, thanks for the kind words. Yeah.
Oh, we lost Eva.
What?
We lost your picture.
I hear you, but your picture.
We hear you, but your picture's gone. And by the way, what a beautiful picture. I love your background. The red pops you. You should consider that dark red as often as you do purple, because it looks really good on you.
Thank you.
All I see now is a big black screen.
I know. My camera's just been weird. Okay,
you might need a new one or something, but if you want to back out and come back in,
I will. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Hey, we missed you. We love you. We're sorry.
I think she's just trying to eat dinner while we're recording. She doesn't want.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Chomp,
she doesn't want anyone to see her eat.
Chomp, chomp. I'll be right back.
So tonight we're going to cover stories of the season. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We're going to, the season arguably starts, we have, what do you call it? Some people call it Samhain. We have Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and I was going to say 4th of July, January 1st, New Year's. Personally, I feel the season starts with my birthday, September 24th. And
Let's go September 13th then, since mine's the 13th.
Okay, we'll back up to that. So you, me, and Eva are all there. September 13th, right. September 24th, October 10th. We have a whole season of happiness and eating and gathering. So, and there's so many stories there. And this is, the season, the stories of the season. So
let me ask you a question, April. I don't know if everyone listening knows this, but me. What is Samhain?
Samhain. Go ahead. Eva should answer that one.
Hi, welcome back, Eva. What's Samhain?
Hi, I'm glad to be here. Thank you. So I will read, let's say, the proper definition. Samhain, it is a pagan holiday, and
it's a precursor to Halloween, right? It's what Halloween is based
pagan,
on.
Wiccan. What is it exactly?
Druid.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah. So I will read the proper. It gave me pronunciation instead of proper definition. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I did that.
It's a harvest holiday. It's celebrating the end of the harvest, right?
Yes. So that is basically, we start with the time change. And here we go. Here's the proper definition. It is a Gallic festival, which is on November 1st, marking the end of the harvest season in autumn and beginning of winter, or the dark half of the year. Also is Irish and Scottish and Gallic name for November. Celebrations begin on the evening of October 31st, since the Celtic day began and ending at sunset. It's about halfway from the autumn equinox and the winter solstice, which, by the way, winter solstice is December 21st.
Right, okay.
That's the proper definition.
What's interesting is if it's Irish, it's Gaelic, and if it's Scottish, it's Gallic.
Right. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Yes, there is different pronunciations on all that. Same thing with solid.
There is the same word,
So,
but and
mhm.
hi, welcome everybody here. I see Alex. I see Lon. Hi, Lon. Matt Dog, what's up? Cool, awesome dude. War Demon, hi. So I see people trickling in. Hi. So oh, Lon says he's redoing his 50th birthday next Wednesday.
Oh,
So good for
awesome.
you. More cake. More cake's never a bad thing.
Cake is a good thing.
So before we go into the stories of the season, I wanted to mention first off, if you didn't catch me last week, I wanted to say thank you if you came out to WrestleCade. I appreciate that. If you don't get to see me live, because I don't think I'm doing any more live appearances this year, the end of the year. So if you don't get to see me, you can see me on patreon.com, April Hunter. I'm going to be doing the annual Christmas countdown there. So make sure you go over and join my Patreon. You do not have to pay to be a supporter. You can join for free. So patreon.com, April Hunter. If you do take a higher tier, love you for it. Appreciate it very, very much, but you don't have to.
So let me interrupt you because your listeners might be curious about this. I never knew. I thought Patreon, you only had to support to see somebody's page.
What do you mean?
I thought Patreon, the only way to see anybody's Patreon's page was to sign up and pay to do it. So Patreon
they got free ones too.
So they have a whole bunch of free ones. You can do that. So you have 2 tiers to your membership. You have a free one.
I think I have like 6 tiers. So I have free. I have basically like a tip tier, like $1 or $2. I have $5, $10, $25, $50, $100. So you can go all the way up. So
very cool. I never knew that.
I have everything on there. It's basically like all around fan club. So I have everything from like behind the scenes. I put all the behind the scenes of WrestleCade on there. Wrestling, all my wrestling videos. We do Wrestling Wednesday. I do all the interviews. I have all my nudie stuff, all my Playboy stuff, all my fetish stuff. As you go up through the tiers, it gets more and more nudie, more and more fetishy. So
right. Okay,
all my cosplay, yeah. So I put everything on there. So
cool.
we have superhero Saturdays, we have titty Tuesdays. we got yeah. We got Tushy
Tuesdays. So there's other ways
also
to support as well if you're not comfortable getting on Patreon. And I put that in the comment section there. Yeah. You can support April and the A Show on Cash App. So I put that in there for you.
Appreciate that. Every once
for
in a while,
listeners,
people do that, and it's really nice to do that. Yeah, it's Cash. Cool. April Hunter 13 on Cash App, and sometimes things come through and appreciate it, and it goes towards keeping our podcast alive. So, and we appreciate that very much. And Kenny Powers, Cheng Fu, hello.
Yes.
So, War Demon, I appreciate you. Mwah.
Yes.
So even we have a video we want to play later too on our way out, so don't miss it because it's hilarious. But did you have anything you wanted to bring up before we get into our stories of the season?
I wish you would say.
Kick it off.
I guess I don't want to get all like down and dumpy because this has been so nice, and Christmas for some people is not so happy. So I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to reserve that, and we'll save it for tidbits, and start off maybe on the first of the year. Let's keep all Debbie Downers away. Keep the Debbie Downers away. Keep a cheerful show. I'm glad Ty joined us today because Ty, you are an uplifter, and I appreciate that.
And I came fully ready with some Debbie Downer stuff.
It's okay. Well, honestly,
I did a little bit.
I think we'll talk about everything, because for some people, the holidays are difficult, and they are,
and myself included. So, I mean, you've talked about that.
Yeah, so, I think it's okay to talk about these things, and here on the A Show, when we present a problem, we also like to present solutions or ideas to go with it, so we can talk about that.
I did have one thing I wanted to say too related to perception, but we can when we get there. I want to hear Eva's uplifting stuff too.
Well, I was actually sometimes I get blocked out of our video section here, and I was trying to get back in, and it's not giving me a code. Oh, there it goes.
What's up?
I'm finally getting back in.
Brian, what's up?
Let's see if this is it. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to play that video, and I actually dropped it in there for the food. Remember that thing you did on? You sent it to me, and I dropped it in there to play.
What food? What?
For how the poison in our food and how to look at the labels.
Oh yeah, that's really important. I think people should know that.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that's something, especially with us eating so much this holiday. So
yeah,
I do think, and a lot of people are going
ready.
to be starting diets or New Year's resolutions. Obviously, that's a thing in January. So knowledge is power. So it can't hurt to play that. That's not a Debbie Downer. That's an educational thing, I think.
Yeah, that one is. So I think that one's fair to go ahead and play. And
Okay.
I am trying to get it up and ready with sound.
Okay.
And restart. You know how this thing doesn't like to be.
Thank you to everybody rewatching us. We appreciate you very much. We do get a lot more rewatches than we get with our live, obviously, because we're on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. But if you are watching and you're not signed in, please sign in and say hi. Also, if you want to just share us on your social media, we love that. We love that. It makes us feel warm and fuzzy, and we appreciate it very much.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do.
So yeah, food, let food be thy medicine and let medicine be thy food. Too many people in the medical industrial complex have forgotten this. But it really is a thing. Food is our fuel.
Yes.
Food's everything. Ask any diabetic. Food is everything. So
that's another thing too. And that shot. Do you want to touch on that real quick?
Which?
The weight loss shot.
No, we'll go into that another time. But I know a lot of people, we've covered Wegovy and Ozempic and how that's now available in every corner. And this is a shortcut, and it is not a good shortcut unless you are actually using it for severe real diabetes. I would highly encourage you to avoid this. People are getting the weight back very quickly. It is very expensive. The side effects are extremely detrimental, including advanced aging, bone density loss, all kinds of issues, stomach issues, so many problems from this. And I mark this day on your calendar that I am saying this. The lawsuits are coming, and they are going to be prolific. And it was going to be about 4 years from now, because that's about how long it takes for any of this to catch up. But it's going to be bad. And this is going to cause permanent damage to people, just like Fen-Phen did, just like every other quick solution with weight loss has. So please do not fall for the bullshit of, sure, just take a shot, just take a pill, instant health, you'll lose weight. It does not work like that.
Nope. And so I have a damage heart from Fen-Phen. So I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
To do it right, you have to have some discipline. You have to have some education. You need to understand the labels. You have to, yes, it's a GLP-1. So, and it was created for diabetics. It does work for diabetics. But they're using it off label for weight loss, and it's all kinds of problems.
So I just thought,
did you get that video up? Were you able to play that?
Yes, I am ready. Whenever you guys
let's
are.
see it.
Okay. And let's see. I am going to share screen.
And this is how important it is to read labels, because they're getting more and more tricky with bioengineered foods. So that's what GMO food is, which is genetically modified foods. So
can I say something about that? I was going to do it after, but you just kind of let in. I did a podcast from my Kauai podcast originally called it was about the GMO testing and the pesticide spraying on the island of Kauai. And I spent months diving into that. It meant so much that I shared it to my Breaking Your Chains podcast, the same one. But they are spraying the dog snot over the whole southern side of Kauai with some of the most harmful chemicals, and they're having all kinds of birth defects and everything, all kinds of issues over there. But what a lot of people don't, there's a number of things. And the funny thing is, they don't even have to legally list. People of Kauai are trying to say, just have them list what they're saying.
They don't have to tell you what they're doing.
Right. But what most people don't think of when they think of GMO food, they think they're making bigger food or fatter food. And they test over in Kauai because the soil, they can get 4 times the crops in the year. There's no winter or
Mhm.
summer. And the majority of the stuff that they're testing for over there is they're trying to genetically modify crops, corn, for example, that you can spray the crap out of with Roundup
Mhm.
and kill the weeds, but not kill the corn. Or they're making crops that are pesticide resistant. So basically, what a lot of these GMO
Pineapples too. Dull
what
pineapple.
these GMO crops are doing is they're allowing the food to get 3, 4, 5, 6 times the amount of pesticide applied to it without killing the crop, but killing everything else. But you don't think that's soaking it into that crop.
Oh yeah.
And what's that doing when you eat
Killing
it?
humans. Killing
Exactly.
humans.
And
Yeah.
you guys know I'm psycho about how I eat when it comes to stuff, but I'm nuts with organic stuff too.
Yeah. and welcome, Jameer. And this is why, and I'm just going to be honest here, this is why they try to tell you all the time that cows are a problem. Cows are causing this, cows are causing that. Cows, beef is amazing. It is extremely good for you. And here's why. It's a ruminant animal. So anything that is a ruminant animal, which is 4 stomachs, that's sheep, I believe it's goats also, cows. When you have 4 stomachs, you're cycling out a lot of the pesticides, a lot of the bad when they're eating these crops. Whereas if you're eating chicken, fish, that gets absorbed directly into the meat, directly into the muscle. So eating red meat, especially if you're eating red meat that's sustainably, responsibly raised, is a lot healthier.
I will plan to eat more of that this weekend.
So
I love my red meat. I got that video ready.
You know, they don't want you to know that. They want you to think that you're ruining the world with that. So.
Oh no. Anyway,
cows have been ruining.
Let's go. Scare us silly with this video.
Thousands and thousands of years, but all of a sudden they're a problem. Oh wait, Bill Gates said they weren't a problem. That's right. We recanted.
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, cow farts and Bill Gates, they kind of go together, don't they? Okay. So this video, it's informative. It's not scary, really. So you ready?
Wait. Speaking of, hang on. Never mind. Are you going to play it, or I wanted to throw something in there real quick?
Go ahead.
Farmers in the Netherlands have been forced to feed their cows Bovaer, which is supposed to help with digestion and reduce the amount of gas. Now all of a sudden their livestock is dropping dead. So, and we're supposed to be eating that.
Wow.
So yeah, it's called Bovaer. So
yeah, I don't think so. Buy local, know where you get it from. Go to regular meat market, local butchers, and find out. So
okay, so go ahead. Sorry, I mean, you just reminded me of that.
Yes. Let me go back. Share. Well, nope. Okay.
Oh, Kenny Powers making some dirty burgers for dinner.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay. All right. Also share audio. There we go. Okay.
It's amazing how many people don't know what the numbers at the grocery store mean in the comment section. Check any one of these barcodes. 3 means it's electronically irradiated. 4 means it's conventionally grown, which means the pesticides are applied systemically through the roots when the vegetable or the fruit is grown. Berries are in the dirty dozen, which means they get hit the hardest with pesticides just on a growing systemic basis. Which is a shame because who doesn't love berries? I personally can't trust any meat that I don't know from a local farm or a butcher or trusted source like the woods. However, there are some things to look for if you absolutely have to, and I'll show you that real quick. So brands like this are bleached and they're raised real bad, and then brands like this are air chilled and are taken a lot better care of. Anything baked that says it's fresh is going to have preservatives in it. Most breads are going to have conditioners in it, which mess with your gut microbiome and make it really hard to digest. A real easy solution to that is to bake your own bread. It's 3 ingredients, and I can help you with that on my website or my YouTube channel if you're lost. A lot of our civilization is lost. They don't check the ingredients or read the back of any package in the grocery store, and it shows. Let's run a random test. Sorbate, preservative. You've got lactose, corn syrup, and palm oil. It's super disgusting in the way that they make that in the manufacturing process. Highly inflammatory to the human system. A lot of the drinks that you guys are used to seeing as far as brand wise has a lot of corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup in it. That's horrible for your body. Look for brands that have cane sugar and apple cider vinegar, apple juice, things of that nature. This does taste like classic cola. I will give that a thumbs up. So again, I'm not trying to doom and gloom you guys. I'm trying to educate you and give you options and encourage you to read labels, because that's really what it's all about. If you guys want me to hit the rest of the aisles in the grocery store, let me know in the comment section. And if you are interested in this and it's resonating with you, please grow your own food. I make it really easy. I have literally shipped thousands of grow kits across the nation. They look like this. And what you do is you take it inside your home and grow it in a system that looks like this. Or if you just want to dip your toe in the water, you can get a little one that's on your kitchen counter or your bedside nightstand table. I make it really easy. It's nutrient dense, so you're basically getting your multivitamins, except in not in a pill form, but in a.
Yeah.
He said cola was okay. He's all, oh, the soda's a thumbs up.
No, but some of the colas are okay that are made with cane sugar.
Huh.
So they're made with soda water and cane sugar.
Right. Okay.
What's his Instagram account? Did you catch that?
Yes, it is. Actually, I wrote it down the one day too.
So a lot of people think they don't have room to grow your food. I actually have little grow light thing where you can grow things, and it takes up not even a half of a bathroom sink. So
what are you going to grow in that?
I have grown.
I don't want to come on the show and be the idiot, but I mean, what are you going to get? Half a meal?
You remember how much lettuce, how the giant things of arugula and lettuce and cilantro that were coming out of that? It was massive. You just keep cutting it away and it just keeps coming out. So you can grow a lot under grow light.
All kinds of stuff. Yeah.
You can grow whatever you want there. So yeah, it's surprising. Cool. And then you can just put things in the window, it's not that difficult.
Right.
So
the whole window shut down on me. Sorry about that.
Okay. Somebody asked if I make my own bread. I have, yes. I don't eat a lot of bread. A lot of people who think they're gluten intolerant, they're not. They're glyphosate intolerant, and we spray that crap everywhere, all over the stuff that we grow in the United States. That's why if you leave here and you go to Italy or France, you can eat all the pasta in the world, all the bread, all the crepes, and you have no problems at all. And then you come here and you just balloon up 12 pounds right away and have all kinds of digestive problems because it's a glyphosate. We make clean versions of our foods that we ship to other countries, and then we save the crappy toxic versions for our own people. And true. I know, because a lot of the stuff that we put in our foods is banned in other countries, but other countries have universal health care. So they have a vested interest in their people not getting sick. They have preventative care. Whereas we have a vested interest in making sure our people get sick because we have for-profit care. And for some reason, we have normalized having a food and drug administration. So it is a very profitable system in the United States to make sure the food is tainted. So it is really up to you. You have to take full accountability for your health. There's a reason there's so much inflammation, so much arthritis, so much autoimmune, so many problems. We are still, even with the Wegovy and the Ozempic, we are the fattest and sickest nation in the world. And we are the richest. We're the richest nation in the world. This should not be a thing. Yeah.
That's true. Well, it's just for the people on audio, it is northfreshfarm.com. Mm-hmm. And I did look at their website the other day. There's a lot of interesting things besides the grow kits. There's information. Now, Kenny, I wanted to respond to something you said. So I understand that it's hard, or you don't need as many tomatoes or peppers.
You have to read it for people that are
right. So he said, at least for him, it is easier just to buy tomato or pepper when you need it. Used to grow tomatoes in New Jersey, and the yield wasn't worth it. So that's understandable, especially if
Maybe
you're by
you're not
yourself.
good at it, Kenny.
Well, or you don't eat enough and it goes bad as well.
I know.
So if you go shopping, look to where you go shopping. Make sure you pick what is good. Read the labels. Know where you're getting it from. Shop at a smaller market. And I hate to, and I don't want to like label something. Spanish markets, Indian markets, things like that. They tend
Asian
to get
markets.
more local. Asian markets.
Yeah.
They tend to get more locally grown stuff that isn't full of chemicals.
Yeah.
Oh, they're better. I was
Yeah.
ready to call you racist.
No,
I
it's
thought you were going to
healthier.
diss on.
Less chemicals are healthier.
Yeah, you even like
So-
if you go to the some of them you see the British markets sometimes too. You can find them, so because they're not. Kenny's like, fuck off, April. I made good tomatoes. Prove it. Picture it didn't happen.
Yeah, you know what, Kenny? You better come up with a picture too.
Let me
Right on.
see. Let me see your tomatoes, baby. Show them tomatoes.
Yeah, and there you go, Kenny. Yeah, speaking of free healthcare, some dumbass pushing a bill for free healthcare. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you actually get one of those people in the office there too, like New York? Maybe.
So just read the labels. We're going into a time with lots of food. Everybody's going to start doing the, oh my God, I have to lose weight thing. So just pay attention. That's all.
Right.
So knowledge is power. So, you want to avoid the high fructose corn syrup. You want to avoid, if you can't pronounce it and you don't know what it is, don't freaking eat it. That's basically the rule. If you don't
Right.
know what it is and you can't pronounce it, or if there's a long list of ingredients there and it's something simple like bread, don't eat that.
And
Common
but
sense.
Also tell people what they're getting into too by doing that, because I'm that guy and people hate trying to eat with me because I don't eat anything. You've seen when we go out to eat somewhere, there's like 2 places, thank you for Barfly. They added another place to my list. But yeah, the way I eat in the store, Pam calls my diet, I don't pay attention to what, paleo or something like that, which is basically like food you can pull out of the thing. I don't eat chips. I don't eat anything because I read the ingredients on stuff. And if I can keep it natural, then I eat it. But when you go, oh, don't eat anything that's not natural, people need to know they're going to knock off 99% of their food. And it's not fun. You get used to it, but
You get used to it. You stop craving things. You'd be surprised. Like you do. You stop craving it. So, and Allie, bread makes me fat too. I feel you.
Kenny says it's not fair. They'll take pictures of his tomatoes and his tits.
Let's see it. I want to see it. You've probably seen my tomatoes and my tits, so let's see it.
Never mind. Go ahead.
Brian's saying Factor food. He said not so good. I didn't finish any of the meals they sent and I canceled my subscription.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I've tried a lot of the meal prep things because I like a cooking class and I can't afford it every week, but I'll do it like once a month. And the 2 that I keep going back to is HelloFresh. They're good. And then the other one is Every Plate. Every Plate doesn't send like all the stuff, but if you already know how to cook and you can wing it, where you keep things in the house, like you know how to spice your own stuff, and you can throw some extra on there. Throw the cilantro on there and throw the extra stuff in there. That's probably the least expensive one, and it's a HelloFresh company.
Yeah, I will second that.
So,
yes, and it makes you cook healthier food. And learn how to cook, and you keep the cards, and you can wing from it.
That's true. But yeah, you can also get a bread maker, or just throw a loaf in the oven. So it's my grandma used to make bread with me when I was little. I remember doing breads and cheesecakes, and we used to put the bread by the window, cover it, let it rise, and then make the bread. I don't know. These are lost arts that people don't do anymore.
They are, because it takes time. It takes so much time. I go to the grocery store every day because I'm always having to get something fresh all the time, right? I couldn't imagine if I had to make bread in the middle of everything else. It seems like my cooking, preparing, going to the store, it takes a lot of time. and I have time to do it.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, I think that's the reason half the world eats so crappy. They
It
get
could
up in
be.
the morning, they got to be at work in an hour. They go by McDonald's on their way to work. You know, they get off work, they got plans at night. They got to go grab some fast food on the way home. I think
No,
you
but the
almost
amount
have
of time
to-
you spend sitting and waiting for fast food, you can make a stir fry or scrambled eggs.
you do have to change your lifestyle though to support healthy eating as
do.
well. It's not just a matter of healthy eating. You have to make time in your life for things, you know?
Yeah, and Cool Awesome Dude is saying, Allie, the bread that makes people fat is white bread. I am going to respectfully disagree with that.
I'm disagreeing with that too.
To some degree. And here's why.
Mhm.
Typically, yes. But if you go to France, and Italy, people eat white bread all the time, and they are some of the thinnest people in the world. Like I said, this comes back to what we talked about earlier with glyphosate, sorry, and also wheat products. And it's a little deeper than that. It also comes down to blood type too. So you have to consider multiple things with weight gain. What is your blood type? If you're type O, you should be eating paleo. If you're type A, you should be eating vegetarian. So if you're a B, you can get away with breads and you're okay. Grains are okay for you. So you can look up your blood type. Secondly, what is your ethnicity? So if you are Asian, your genetics are not primed for bread. You're primed for rice. If you are African, if you are rice. So that's why so many people who are Black or Caribbean have a hard time with red meat. They are typically historically eating chicken, goat, so that type of thing, fish.
Good
What?
snickering there. Oh,
Huh?
he's snickering. I can't help but snicker. He's snickering.
No, I'm serious. You got to consider different things.
As soon as you said Black people are not primed for red meat, I thought you better not go chicken, and then you did. And then you did.
Read the fucking thing. Read the thing. Oh
What
my
is-
God.
Yeah, what's it?
Yes, Puerto Rican too. Puerto Rican, like Cuban. Okay, Cuban pork. Okay, they typically eat a lot of pork, a lot of chicken, a lot of rice, a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables. So some red meat. So you have to consider blood type, ethnicity. No, fuck you guys trying to make this racist.
I'm not. I love you, Ty.
And then you have to consider your lifestyle too. How much are you moving? How old are you? That type of thing. No.
And then there's fried
Oh
chicken.
my God. Seriously. If you are from a Latin background, Hispanic background,
You're primed for
European.
beans, right? Beans. That's what your body's primed for.
Well, I'm saying Hispanic, European. So that would be Spain. That would be Latin background, European. You'd be French. You would be Spanish. You would be Italian. So it would be more of the Greek. What is that Greek diet? Mediterranean.
You know, I'm just playing with you, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, Winona said, at least she did mention watermelon. I mean,
I love watermelon.
so do I.
What does that make
Thanks,
me?
No comment.
Yeah, exactly. Don't threaten me with a good time. Give me some watermelon.
Oh,
and I could live on that stuff. It does not last long around here. The dogs love it. I love it. We can't keep it in the house when we're lucky enough to have it.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. So just be aware. That's all. Be aware. Read the labels. So it is really easy to think that you're eating healthy, but you're not. Oh,
And
God,
Lon's
we're talking
right.
about this. Yeah, I know. Isn't it? I was just talking about this, how technically a tomato is a fruit and technically I think a strawberry is a vegetable, right?
Yeah.
Depending on the seed. Like, why did we everything that we do is ridiculous. Why don't we classify things how they taste instead of according to seeds?
I don't know. I don't know who invented that.
Yeah.
because
It's
taste is
stupid.
arbitrary, right?
Okay.
It's like
Yeah, that's fair.
nothing drives me nuts, and you're gonna be able to relate to what I'm saying. That don't tell me the weather by feels like. Tell me what the thermometer reads. That's our new thing they like because
I
the
know.
global warming they don't have. So
Right.
now they've popped into feels like. I know that I'll go outside and I'll go, oh, no, no, no. And I walk right back in the house and Pam rolls right down to the beach and lays out all day and doesn't feel it's not nearly as hot to her as
Right.
it is to me. Don't tell me what it feels like for everybody in the world. Just tell me what the thermometer says.
Yeah, because how something feels to a Floridian is not how it feels to somebody coming from New York.
Right.
Or a
So
female in menopause.
exactly.
Or that. Yeah.
So when you bring in what the fruit tastes like, now you're bringing an
All
arbitrary
right, it's
opinion in.
subjective. It's subjective. You're right.
yeah.
So,
Okay,
and
that's
we'll
the only.
thank you for changing your name back. Winona says she's more of a cantaloupe girl. One time, okay, that reminds me. One time I was talking to one of my guy friends, and I don't know where this topic came up, but it was like, I think it was like we're doing the question cards, and it was like the question was, what is the best fruit to have sex with? And like without missing a beat, he goes cantaloupe.
Grapefruit.
He goes cantaloupe, and I was like, holy shit! Like you say that like it's been done already. I'm like, oh my god.
Did you have to stop and think? Because I was like, what was the first thing that popped into your head when you heard that question?
I don't know. I had to thought. I'm like, I'm still thinking about it. He was just like cantaloupe.
Ty, what's your answer?
My first thing probably would have been strawberries, but the first thing that popped into my head. Now, don't call me.
Okay. Are you okay? Okay.
The first thing that popped into my head was zucchini, because I wasn't thinking like sex with somebody else. I thought somebody was asking a girl, what's the best fruit to have sex with? I don't know. The thought, I've never been a bring food into sex person whatsoever.
Hell no.
The last thing I want is food, food in the middle of that.
That lends itself to another story.
Peaches are good. Peach, but nectarines. Peaches, probably not bad.
Honey. So Lon says it should be honeydew, but that could be a bedroom fruit. So I have a friend, okay, who was in the adult business, and she had live cammed her house. This is way back when that was like cutting edge. Mm-hmm. So she would do these shows
before Google did it to all of us anyway.
Yes. This was back when you could make money from it, and let me tell you, she made money from it. But she did a kitchen show, and with the kitchen show, speaking of the zucchini, there was a zucchini involved. Okay, there was a zucchini involved. All right, so she did her show, and like a few days later, she gets a raging fever, and she ends up in the hospital. She had salmonella in her coochie.
My God.
She had salmonella in her coochie. I was like, did you wash the goddamn fruit? She's like, I didn't. Because it is a fruit, the seeds on the inside. I said, did you wash it?
All right.
Apparently she did not.
Knock zucchini off the list then.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ladies.
Wow.
There's a cautionary tale for you.
I think
the fruits.
Ty has a tail too, doesn't he?
Oh,
I have a sex with fruit tail?
No, we got some stories of the season, and I remember talking about something with you.
Yeah.
Oh, this is way off subject. We're not even smoothing into this subject.
No, we don't have to. We don't have to. They're used to it. We just go, we take a 90-degree.
We went out to
like Lon said, real pickle.
We went out to lunch. We're in a real pickle. We went out to lunch after the meetup last week, and I told these two this story. I'd never told them the story before. About the time I farted and blew out the Winchester Mystery House. That's the one you want to hear?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking Halloween stories. So I used to live out in California in San Jose. I've been in the Winchester Mystery House like 6 times, 7 times. You know what? I actually even went there on Halloween night on a candlelight tour. It was a flashlight tour of the place once. That was really cool.
No, the Winchester House is the one that has like all the stairways and doors leading to nowhere, right?
That go nowhere. And
from the Winchester rifle people.
Yep.
Right. She felt the story is she felt that the spirits of the people that had been murdered by the guns were forcing her. She had to keep building onto this house to stop the people from haunting her or whatever. And you know what? I've been in the house 6, 7 times. I never once felt anything off in that place at all. And you guys know I can pick up on things. I told you my story about going to the Alamo and I couldn't even breathe, right?
Yeah.
So I never felt anything in the Winchester Mystery House. And even on the Halloween story, not even an ounce of, the Halloween flashlight thing, not even an ounce of anything. However, my aunt lived in a mobile home that was on the grounds that used to be part of the Winchester Mystery House. And you could throw a rock from the front of her mobile home and actually hit the side of the Winchester Mystery House. And I used to stay at her house once in a while when I would work late because I had a 100-mile commute each way to work. I lived in the Central Valley and I worked in San Jose, right? So if I worked overtime, let's say I worked till midnight, I had to be back at work at 8, I'd crash at my aunt's house. And so one night I was working, I got off work. It was like 1:30 in the morning. I was going to stay at my aunt's house and I parked in visitor parking. I was walking down the street towards her home and I saw for the first time in my life, first and only time, a legitimate shadow spirit. And it did not have good vibes, not at all. It felt bad. And you know me, I don't like saying the E word and stuff, so I'm downplaying that, right? It didn't even occur to me for about 2 days that where I saw that was originally considered grounds of the Winchester Mystery House. And that was the only time I've ever experienced in my life visually seeing something like that, but that's my only, around the grounds area. But I was on a tour of the Winchester Mystery House and they pack like 30 people into this tour and we're going along. And, back then I was lifting a lot. I was protein powders, eating a lot of meats, you know what I mean? And bodybuilding, protein powders, meats, not a good combination for silent farts, you know what I mean? And so I just had this gas and I was trying to hold it in because we were on this tour. And you think I'd remember the tour because I'd been on it a couple times before, but no. All of a sudden, everybody comes walking in this little room that's like 15 by 15, and they shut the door on everybody. And it's the seance room where she used to do seances to connect the spirits. So they shut all the doors, and we're all packed shoulder to shoulder in this little room. And yeah, the spirit came out, and that fart just came out that I was holding in. And the good thing for me is it was the silent but deadly variety. So it was like the heat was turned way up. It was like, yeah, it was like, and you knew it right away. You're like, that's way too hot. And I tore that room up. And they couldn't just rip a door open. You became that guy. The lady's going through her thing and everybody's trying to play it off, But she's like, I smell a spirit. A spirit has joined us. The best part
everybody's making eye contact. Who did it?
The best part of it is my girlfriend standing right next to me, and she didn't know I did it at first. And it hits her, and her face, she does this thing. She's like, oh my God. She's like, oh my God. She looks up at me like, do you smell that? And when she makes eye contact with me, all she sees is me with this huge grin looking at her, right? And the realization hit that she knew it was me. And she went from disgust to complete, I don't know what it was, embarrassment. She was like, oh my God, that's 10. Then she looks at me like, are you kidding me? And walks to the other side of the room as far as she could get away. That was good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that was my.
Did everybody else look at you at that point and go, "We know it was you"?
The people around us did, but like we were packed so shoulder to shoulder in there, but the people farther away didn't see the thing. You know what I mean?
Well, they talked about you as soon as they opened that door, though.
That made my entire day. Like even when we left the Winchester Mystery House, I was still getting crap for it, and I was still laughing about it. It was pretty funny.
Oh my
God!
Look at that. What's wrong with you?
Geez, Ty, no wonder you never saw You know, so
You
it
guys broke
propped
up
us in the
shortly after
pool.
that, right?
No, we were together for
Yeah.
2 years. This was after we were together for maybe 6 months when this happened. We were together for a couple of years at the time.
Wow. You
Yeah,
let
yeah,
her
yeah.
see your colors real early.
You know how I am. What you see is what you get. I've never been one to hide or to care to hide who I
Yeah,
am.
you gotta wait like a year before you do that.
Yeah,
At least.
See, Kenny, my man, he knows what's up.
Yeah, good stuff, right?
Oh
we
my
were
God.
talking when we went to lunch, and I was saying how for my podcast I wanted to do a Halloween episode. I wanted to talk about scary stories, and I thought, I don't think I want to do that. I just want to tell funny stories. So then this story came up here. But yeah.
God.
That was a good one. That's my favorite Halloween story.
That's a really good one.
Do you guys have a favorite Halloween story? I know you did your whole Halloween thing, but do you have a favorite Halloween story?
April, how
And
about
all
you?
I keep thinking about is the fact I was married many years ago, and I remember I was this is not a Halloween story, but it feels like it's one. Okay. So we used to go to the gym in downtown Tampa. So we're coming back across the Courtney Campbell, and my ex-husband looks at me and he just starts going, and I was like, what? And he goes, sorry. And all of a sudden it hits me, and I go to roll the window down. He basically, I call it German oven me because we were in a Volkswagen.
He locked
and
the door.
He had locked the windows. And I was like, ah, get me out. Ah. Yeah. And he's just like, he's over there. I was like, you motherfucker.
Oh, remember ex-husband.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Good times, let me tell you.
So
That's funny.
Yeah, we divorced the next day.
Yep, and then she had Halloween. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Right. No, I don't remember. I'm trying to think Halloween stories. Honestly, I don't remember a lot of them. I know on Thanksgiving I told this story about how I ended up getting a call to do Playboy and Boris Vallejo and Julie Bell back to back on Thanksgiving. It just so happened that I came home to Pennsylvania and was having Thanksgiving with my grandmother.
On Thanksgiving Day, you got all those calls?
It was the day before, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
it was the day
before.
after, but yeah, it was right then. That whole
Right.
It was probably the day before to go the day after, like Black Friday. So it was one of those things. Can you be here in 48 hours for both of them for tryouts?
Which were you most excited about?
Really, is equal because I'd been wanting to work with both of them for so long, and it was like this weird energy alignment that was like, boom, boom, this weekend. And the tragedy was, I was like, oh my God, I must have come in the day after Thanksgiving, and then I had to go. I think it was like that Saturday. Little Italian grandmother had to eat at least 3 servings of everything, or she would end up crying in the kitchen. Like, oh, nobody liked anything. Oh my God, she was teared. Like if
I
you
understand that.
if you didn't eat and then eat some more, this was a real fucking problem. So you eat, you have to. It's a personal affront if you don't. Then the call comes in. I'm like, oh my God, I'm a tub of lard. So and both of these things involved getting naked in front of the camera. So yeah.
The Boris Vallejo, that's the guy that does the fantasy calendars, right?
Yeah,
For
yeah, and
everybody.
his wife
Now,
Julie Bell does the same thing.
So how was that done? Was that just like a photo shoot and then you use the photos to draw from, or how?
Yeah, there's a pedestal. You go downstairs and there's a basement with every weapon you could possibly imagine, every medieval thing on the wall. And you get undressed and you stand on the pedestal, and then they just keep handing you weapons, here and here, axes and all kinds of stuff.
You had to get totally naked for that.
Yeah.
And then he draws girls with thongs on.
Yeah. Yeah. He'll put whatever on you.
You had
Both
to
of
get
them.
naked, and then he put clothes on his drawings.
Yeah. Because they want to see every muscle, everything. So they'll draw you with clothes on, but in the meantime,
Right.
you do it naked. Yeah.
Now, did you ever meet him?
Boris Vallejo?
Yeah.
He was the one taking the pictures.
So, okay, I'm just trying to clear. I didn't know if he had a whole industry or whatever.
He and Julie Bell were there taking the pictures. Yeah.
Who's Julie Bell?
His wife, who also does the fantasy art.
Okay. So they took all the photos. What was he like?
They were both really nice, pretty reserved. He was from Peru.
Uh-huh.
She was American, I think. So long ago. American or Australian or something. They were nice, very, very talented. They had a nice place. They did everything in-house. You know, they're working from home before it was super cool to work from home. You know,
I always thought his artwork was absolutely amazing.
it really
So,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
That's
There's a
very, very
question
cool.
for you, Miss
Yeah, this
April.
was from the 90s. So I did this, you know, I was in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just dated myself. Shit. Anyway,
No.
what?
Late 90s. Let's say early 2000s.
Very late 90s, like early
right.
2000s. Yeah, exactly.
They wanted to know how long have you done Playboy and from what year to what year?
It was 90. It came out in 99, I think. Yeah, I think it came out in 99.
Didn't you do a special edition and you did something else with Playboy, right? And you also did other things besides Playboy.
Yeah, I did Playboy. I originally went in to do their Hard Bodies issue, which is why Boris and Julie wanted me too, because I was doing the whole fitness thing. And then I did Maxim, I did Penthouse, I did what else? Yeah, basically the gamut. So it's weird to me when I first got on social media or like you the Instagram model, I'm like, that's not a real thing. I'm like, unless you've been published in a magazine, you know, like anybody can, it's like self-publishing a book. Unless you know, anybody can get on Instagram and be a model. Like submitting your pictures and having someone pay you, and then put you in a pictorial or cover or centerfold. That's what makes you a model when you're, you know,
professional.
Yeah. So Cool Awesome Dude says, oh wow, Playboy and Penthouse have fragrance lines. They also used to have hella good authors that would write some seriously cool articles.
So did Playgirl.
Playgirl too? Okay.
Oh yeah. They sure did.
Did you ever subscribe to Playgirl? Eva?
I did.
Would you say like
I
half
thought that was for gay men.
It was mostly gay, right?
Yeah.
I know a lot of girls did. I think it was like half gay.
No, it was not.
Well, it's girls did it, but here's the thing. I think it's for girls, but men.
I don't want to. Don't ruin it. Stop it.
More so than women are like visually. I'll ruin it even more. I got asked to do Playgirl, and I told them no. And
I don't want to see men naked.
I like
to see them with their clothes on, and then I want to hear what they have to say.
The reason why is because I had a friend to do it that did them, and they never paid him.
Oh, that is common. The pay is
yeah.
shit. Okay, it's shit. So.
I honestly truly enjoyed the articles. I'm just being honest.
Shut up.
You can talk about the wieners.
She enjoyed it with her zucchini, you guys.
Yeah.
I know.
So
we're spreading more bullshit around tonight.
Look, I was in my 20s, and
in your 20s, you could get anybody to get naked for you just by looking at them.
Right.
It doesn't mean you want anybody though naked that you can get naked. You know what I mean?
Right. Sure.
I get it. Anyway. I get it. Yeah.
Okay. Next topic: Christmas. Oh, we were talking about Halloween.
No, I want to delve into this one a little more.
No, you were supposed to be talking about your Halloween story. So you ended up talking about Playboy.
And somebody's asking if you saw the Shawn Michaels issue.
Honestly, I don't remember. Yeah. It was a busy time in my life.
You know my favorite Halloween thing? And nobody will be able to relate to this. Out in the Central Valley of California, there was this place called Del Oso Farms. And it was a farmland. And Halloween, they would deck the whole thing out like ridiculous. They had a corn maze that you could get lost in for an hour and a half. It had two huge viewing platforms, one on each side. So if you were lost, you can get up there and look around. And by the end of the year, it was always like trampled down because people got tired and lost and walked through the things, you know.
Through.
They had a haunted house that was just ridiculously good. They had, have you ever done those air guns that shoot the pumpkins? They call them pumpkin blasters. You know those air guns they have at like carnivals that like shoot balls, choom, they shoot the balls really hard. they take those little pumpkins. They're like 3 or 4 inches, the smallest ones. And you would stick these pumpkins. You buy a bucket of pumpkins for like $3 and stick them in these guns, and you can blast the pumpkins at targets they had all over.
Oh my God.
That sounds fun.
It was incredible. The pumpkin blasters were fantastic. And you could buy your pumpkins there. And they also had things that went year round, like those deals that were like way up, like 50 feet up in the air, where you had to put like a harness and you could walk across ropes from like pole to pole. You know what I'm picturing? Can you picture what I'm saying?
I just looked it up.
You looked up Del Oso Farms?
No, I just looked up pumpkin blaster because I want to know what it looked like.
Put it on the screen if you can.
Oh my God, I'm dying. Winona says, out of the whole list of wrestlers I'd want to see naked, Shawn Michaels was never on that list.
Yeah, I don't have any desire even thinking about it.
Winona, I love that you say a lot of the shit that I think. I really do.
I want to know who Winona's #1 wrestler is.
Yeah, Winona. Give us your top 3.
April.
What?
Yeah, top 3 male wrestlers she'd want to see naked.
I'm just curious. I don't know who's out there now anymore.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah. She's thinking about it.
I know. I'm like,
Sounds
silent.
like she's thinking hard. I think I'm here. I think I smell it burning over here.
Just throw the first name out.
April, look at your phone.
Look at my phone.
Yeah, because I can't put it up because you won't see it. Look at your phone and hold it up for the pumpkin blaster.
Oh,
It didn't come through.
It will in a second.
Okay. Yeah, I just got a group message from Meta. Oh, there we are. Oh my God.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Now I see why Ty liked it.
Oh my God, it's huge.
they had like
That's what
they
she
had
said.
like they had
But-
like,
I did say that. It's like a cannon.
yeah, and
All the
they had
pictures
like
show
they
her.
had like cars back there you could shoot at.
Look at that. That's unbelievable.
They had like
That is
cars you could
cool.
shoot at. They had moving targets that went across the the back.
I want to go find one now.
It was the funnest thing ever. But
Yeah,
this
I can
one
see
place
why.
had all of that stuff in one place. And the
Yes,
pumpkin
we are
blaster,
waiting, Lori. Come
Yeah.
on, Winona. Come up with somebody for us.
she's not coming up with anything.
Come on.
Tell Lori to
Oh,
throw hers out there.
Oh, look at her answer. You see this? Oh, well, not technically a wrestle now, but possibly a former co-host of the show. Nice.
I know you're talking
Nice.
about Bin Hameen.
Yeah.
Yes, of course she is. Nice one,
That's
Nona.
funny.
All right, good one. All right,
So Ray-
so wait.
I think it was
Huh?
Ray, right? And then Colin and
course.
then Ben. Those were her 3, right?
Yeah, those are the 3, definitely.
Mhm.
I
Love it. Love you, Winona.
I love how people do like these big Christmas things right now. Like they do especially down here where we don't have snow. They do like even the fake snow, and the slides for the kids and all those big,
Mhm.
all of that.
This place that did the pumpkin thing, they had a huge slide in the wintertime
Yeah,
for inner tubes that would go down. Yeah. But their thing was best set up in the for Halloween by far.
exactly.
yeah.
Oh my God, she's got the hots for Ben. Ya Allah, you'll be a 38th wife, Winona. Assalamu alaikum.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
All right, wait. We had a whole bunch more.
Michael,
We
what's
had-
up?
Hi, Michael. Welcome.
Okay, go ahead. We had what?
We were gonna talk. We had some Christmas stuff for some other topics here. Ty,
Yeah.
I know we didn't even get to there. We ended up
I
talking
know.
about
Let's
we
do
were
it.
we ended up talking about pesticides and penthouse and what naked men we want to see wrestling. But it was fun, right?
I want to show you guys something before we go into that, though. If I can find it. Let me see if I can find it.
She's bringing up a what? A vegetable?
Yes, I'm going to show you this really
A
cool
washed
crop.
vegetable. Wash your vegetables first
Yes.
before you use them for other items. Other things.
I want to show you some zucchinis that I have.
For real, Ben loves redheads. Are you sure, Kenny? How do you know this, Kenny? We want proof. You have a lot of things you want proof for, Kenny, tonight.
Yeah.
You better start, showing us some proof here, buddy.
Writer for life. What's up, yo? Okay, so I'm gonna share this. Let me see if it works. Okay.
are you
Share
sharing?
screen.
Hi, Max.
I know he's walking in circles back there.
I know. I see him there.
Yeah, it's just I was thinking, how many circles is he gonna take?
He has to do 3.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can do this, you guys. Because this
Oh,
made
yeah.
me. Everybody's a bird person here. Is it? We're doing this here.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
All right. Speaking of birds.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, my bird's squawking at you.
Did you hear Luca just now?
No,
All right,
I
here we
heard
go.
mine.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Is it going to play?
All right, this sucks. Get this video playing.
I know where to go. I think my birds are like, what the fuck's going on out here? Do you hear my birds?
What? How hard is this? Isn't there just a play button you push or what?
Oh,
there we go.
it's not playing.
Now we're not
It,
doing
ne-
it.
it never played.
Okay.
It didn't
All
play?
right.
No, that's what. Oh, you couldn't hear us.
Oh my
We're
god.
like, it's not
no.
playing.
Oh shit. Okay, hang on. Let me try it again. Hang on. It didn't play?
No,
All right.
it was frozen.
Oh wow.
Oh no. All right. All right. Present. Share screen. I'm just over here laughing by myself then, apparently.
Oh, we saw.
Okay. All right, let's try it again.
Yeah, keep yelling, it's so off.
All right.
Not happening, Jackson.
A few moments later.
Now you guys are beginning.
Play music.
Playing disco playlist.
That's not real.
Mama, God, what are you doing? It's 2:00 in the morning. Alexa! Yeah, keep yelling, it's so off. Not happening, Jackson.
A few moments later.
I can watch this over and over again.
Oh my god, that's a
So-
cockatoo for sure.
So
That's
the
actually funny.
comments are hilarious
Excuse
because
me.
people are like, oh, that's AI, and people that are like, no, it's not. They're
No,
like,
that's a
they're like-
cockatoo.
they're like, I have one of those birds, and they are fully capable of doing exactly that.
That
So
they
it's-
Just 'cause there's
sound
so
just
many
like that.
AI bird videos going around right now. That's why people jump on that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. And someone, Alex saying, what's that bird doing out of its cage? That was my thought. Like, you put them to bed at night, but I guess some of them are smart enough to get out.
Oh my god, the stories I can tell you about cockatoos on that.
Yeah.
You have to literally chain and lock their cages so well because they're escape artists. They will rip bars out. They stick their feet out and they unlock cages so easy. I've seen them take combination locks off.
So that's called Jackson the Cockatoo, I think, if you want to look that up. So the next video, they have disabled Alexa in the house. The next video is the cockatoo getting out and then grabbing the remote control, shoving it to the ground, and then stomping on it until the TV comes on, which plays a music channel.
do it. Do you have the
I
video?
don't believe it.
No, I don't. Not right. But you have to get on, and then he starts dancing again, and he's party.
I'm not surprised. I had a cockatoo I babysat fostered for a while. It was too much in my house. They're destructive. They're amazing birds, but you need to be full time with them.
Yeah. I always wanted one until I learned the details of what they are capable of and the amount of attention they need.
My bird is
and how
full-time.
sexual they are too, right? They're
Yes, they are.
highly sexual birds.
They are
And
very sexual birds.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that's a lot for me, you know. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Last
You know who
Monday
takes-
was Last Monday was a month or 4 weeks since I got Luca. And I will say his feathers are growing back that he'd plucked out.
Oh.
His whole chest area would have been all plucked out. They're growing back in, but he is a lot of work. Like he just decided right now he wants my attention. And then Sarah was with him. She just came into the kitchen. So now he's going nuts. Normally what happens is he's almost like on a thing. I wake up at 9. He comes out of his cage at 9 every morning. At 8 o'clock, I start winding down the house, clean everything, give him like an hour of quiet time, cover his cage. But he's already getting irritated. You want to meet him? Want me to go grab him real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, tell us
Hang
what
on.
kind of bird he is too.
He's a Indian ringneck parrot. Hang on, I'll be right back.
There you go.
And Eva, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say, what's a bigger, louder bird than a cockatoo? Well, it's still a cockatoo, but that was a umbrella cockatoo that we saw in that one. Is a Moluccan, which is the next size up. It's the pink one with the crest that goes straight up.
Yeah.
They're even bigger and louder than that son of a gun by about 6 inches, up to like 6 inches bigger.
Yeah, I had a
Oh,
little
let me see this
African
guy.
gray, and she was a handful.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I thought he was on his perch.
No.
He hangs out in the window on the perch. I hear him squeaking. He's in his cage. He wants to go to bed. He's telling us all to shut the heck up. I went to put my hand on him. Normally he jumps on my hand and runs up my arm to my shoulder. And he reached down and he got me a little bite on my hand. He doesn't bite hard at all. So I put my hand there and he went, hi, and he gave me another bite. He's like, I'm happy right where I'm at right now. I just want you to shut up, Dad. And then every morning he wakes up. He starts calling for Sarah. So I got this bird from the store. I told you his favorite phrases, right? Yeah. He says, peekaboo
We lost April.
a lot,
Oh,
but
there you are.
he'll say hello. He says, I love you once in a blue moon. I've really been pushing and teaching on that. But his favorite thing to do is scream, what the fuck? And so he wakes up every morning and immediately in a quiet house yells that out like 5 to 7 times every morning. And I'm like, no.
What the fuck?
He does. He does. You're right. And that's exactly what it is. In between squawks, and he builds up to it, right? And I was not happy. Everybody, Pam and Sarah, that was the funniest thing they'd ever heard, you know? And I was like, please, everyone's going to think I taught him this. But
We know you did.
no, I didn't.
Oh, of course.
That
I
was a
told
pretty
you why I
good
took one
impression.
of my
I do
birds
that when
home.
I do that when I wake up too. Honestly, I relate to that bird.
One of my birds
That's
I brought
him.
home that because he called me an asshole. And I just thought that was funny. So I'm like, you're coming home with me, asshole. Okay. You're coming home with me, asshole. All right, perfect.
I don't think you can train words out of them, but I'm trying to.
You can.
Well, I'm just not saying it at all. But it was either today or yesterday when I did his cage and he went, I love you. It melted my heart. That's what I want to hear in the morning from him. That's what I want to hear in the morning.
Do you think he means it, Ty, or do you think he just says it?
You know, I honestly don't know where he came from because Pam says he says it like, oh, I love you, or what, or WTF.
Yeah.
The other one. I even don't want to say it because he's in the other room and I don't want to encourage him by hearing me say it. But I don't know where he came from, honestly, because he says that like he's screaming it. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's heard it hollered, you know, all the time or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what his story is. But
Lori says her mom had one. She had to bird watch it for a week, and he ate the wood all around my vintage mirror by the time I found him.
Mirrors.
So I have to get toys.
Hey,
lots
Ty.
and lots of toys.
yeah.
May I suggest something?
Okay.
Find something that you want him to say every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Don't repeat that. You know, stop repeating it in months. It takes months, but in months, hopefully he'll stop saying it. So like,
I don't say it. And when he does say it, I go, we say, I love you. We say, I love you. I repeat, I love you back to him when he says that. So I don't know.
Yeah. Every morning, like I say, good morning, good morning, good morning. And it doesn't always work, but, you know, or I get kisses or something, or I get different things now than I used to in the morning. So I still don't get good morning, but I don't get what I used to get.
He's doing a good job of helping me check my language because now I'm catching when I'm swearing. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I don't want to be even swearing around. I swore like a banshee my whole life, like a sailor. I'm sure Sarah does swear, but I've never heard her say
I'm
a
gonna
bad
come over
word
and
around
say
me.
every F-bomb and C-bomb in the world at your house.
They've already heard it all because they came to your house already saying it. Trust
See you
me.
next Tuesday.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
But anyway, good luck. It's congratulations on your bird, though. So
Maybe I can come back another time before Christmas and we can do the other stuff we were going to talk about.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I actually have something I wanted to share with you guys that I found.
Do it.
Let's see if I can find it. I thought this was really interesting and worth sharing. It's emotionally stunted versus emotionally mature. And we see a lot of this kind of stuff, not just with parrots, but also on social media, right? Where you see things denigrate pretty quickly. So I thought I would read this versus that and see what you guys think. So emotionally stunted, people's behavior is how they feel about me, versus emotionally mature. The way people behave is about how they feel about themselves. So emotionally stunted, boundaries are offensive and selfish. Emotionally mature, boundaries are my right to protect my energy. Emotionally stunted, when things don't go my way, I yell, complain, or shut down. Emotionally mature, when things don't go my way, I trust that I'll find a new path. Emotionally stunted, I have zero tolerance for anyone who disagrees with my beliefs. Emotionally mature, what people believe is their own perspectives based on their conditioning. It's a big one right there. Emotionally stunted, my worth is found through external validation. Emotionally mature, I validate myself, and my relationships are spaces of mutual connection.
I like it.
I like it too. I got nothing to add.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, it's perfect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. No, I didn't know if anything was missed there or if you had anything to add.
No, I feel like I need to ponder it.
I'm in the same place with Eva. I've got nothing. I'm going to run my mouth and argue with it. I liked it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for reading.
Read the very first one again. Number one.
Number one, numero uno. Emotionally stunted. People's behavior is how they feel about me. It's all about me. I turn everything into everything being about me. Emotionally mature. The way people behave is about how they feel about themselves.
That was the only one I might say something different about. I see the point. Like somebody that accuses somebody of cheating on them all the time that's not cheating, psychologically will say those are generally the cheaters. You know what I mean? Because since they cheat, they think other people will cheat. So I see the rationale behind that. But I think sometimes I think there's different avenues on that one. But all the other ones, I think nailed it head on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people try and turn things into no matter what they've and I see this a lot. They turn everything into it being about them, or they'll say, "I feel attacked."
Right.
No one can make you feel anything if you don't want them to. If you don't let them, like no one can upset you. No one can piss you off. No one can make you feel shit if you don't allow it.
That's all external, right? If you're at peace
don't allow
inside, if you're at peace internally,
yeah,
you know, you
and no one can make you feel attacked. I'm like, okay, dude, whatever. That's on you.
A lot of times people do get overly defensive where things don't exist. Sometimes people can see attacks when there aren't even attacks.
That's a sign of a very low self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to give away real fast that you have a very low self-esteem and a very low EQ, emotional, intelligence, get your back up and be defensive super fast all the time. So you're basically telegraphing it. So Mm.
My mind got hang up on EQ. When you said emotional intelligence, I was thinking, wait, that's EI. And I was thinking, no, IQ, but emotional. So I was all going deep into that. I like it.
Quotient,
I
intelligence
like it.
quotient.
Yeah, I like it.
You know,
Emotional, yeah.
quotient. Yeah, there you go.
I like it though. I was like, I go, hey, I kind of like that in that breakdown.
Sorry if I threw you there.
You did. My mind went off on a tangent flying down there, but I liked it. I'm like, yeah, I kind of like that. Right on.
So,
Hi, Max. You making an appearance, buddy?
Max wants to say hi. I'll put a sweater on because he's cold. You want to say hi?
Yeah. It's actually
Say hi.
cold right now. Hi,
It is cold.
buddy.
It's nice.
The microphone's covering his
Where
face.
are all your
Oh, there
listeners
you are,
coming
handsome.
Where's what?
Where do most of your listeners come from?
I don't know. Where
All
do you guys
over the
come from?
country.
It is actually 59 degrees here right now. I don't know if we're
Hi,
that's pretty
Max.
cold for us right now, 59.
It is.
We're in the
A little
middle of
colder, I
these
think, where I'm
these
at.
3 days are colder than normal.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy. Aren't you handsome?
There's Maxie. He's rocking his sweater. Like it's cold. He's like, it's cold. I don't like it cold like this. It's too cold for
Aw.
me. I'm naked. Naked pit bull.
He's cute.
Hi. Hi.
Just like, let me go back to
Hi.
sleep, Mom.
I know, right? Exactly.
I brought up a picture, so I don't know if I've ever even showed you a picture of one of my guys. You can't
You
even
have
see
to send that to me because I can't see
I
it.
know, I can't
Like
see
after
shit.
we're done here, send that over to me. You've seen Luca, right?
Oh,
No.
there you go.
He's
Yep.
he's a aqua blue Indian ringneck parrot. He's about 1.5 years old right now.
Yeah, he's
Um,
beautiful.
Pictures.
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right.
He's a pretty one. My name
He's,
is Luca.
He's getting close. Yeah, I named him. I thought about that name for a long time. I tied a bunch of things into naming him that. And then when I finally did, I'm like, okay, we'll give it a week and see how it feels. Now I like it. So he's stuck with it.
I just think it's funny that the immediately thing you did as soon as you got him home was you did like a TikTok video with a pirate thing on your shoulder.
I didn't do that TikTok video. Gary, I told Gary I got a bird and I just sent him the video because when I bought the bird, I bought him in the store, but I didn't have a cage, right? Or anything. So I came home and set it, went back and got him the next day. So they take a picture of you so that when you go back the next day, they can say, this is the guy that bought this bird, right?
Mhm.
And I said, can you text that to me so I can have that photo? And then they text me the picture they took. So
Mhm.
I sent it to Gary. And like 10 minutes later, Gary sends me back that video. He made that
That's
with
funny.
Grok AI or something like that. Yeah. So I didn't do that. Gary just sent that to me. But
That's
it was
funny.
pretty good, huh?
It was good, yeah.
Yeah.
there-
Alex asking where the other animals are. They're
Right.
they're outside. They love this cold weather. And Winona said, I just saw a similar video where a guy was saying something like that about what we were talking about. He said he'd never teach his daughter another little girl is picking on her because she's jealous, but rather that some people just choose to be cunts for no reason and it has absolutely nothing to do with you. Yes. And also this one too. A boy is picking on you or hitting you because he likes you. This is bad advice. So don't teach your-
Sometimes they're just tools.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Don't teach your daughter that a boy hitting you or picking on you is because he likes you, because that's really bad conditioning.
Right.
Really bad conditioning. So
Mhm.
And that's bad parenting too, if that's what your boy does to someone they're interested in too.
that too.
Or to their family or sibling.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
so-
I remember
Yeah.
like a while ago, it was like somebody was saying, why don't you get these girls to put their clothes on so they don't get raped? It's like, why don't you teach your boys not to rape?
Mm. Yeah, there's that.
Now, how about that? You know?
Yeah,
There's
break
that.
that one down a few times. Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
how about so what Ty, what do you have coming up? Do you have anything coming up? You said you have a podcast you're working on for January? What are you doing
Yeah.
for Christmas? You doing anything cool?
I'm actually really into Christmas this year for the first time in a long time.
Are you?
Yeah, and I don't know if it's because this is only the second time since Pam and I both been here that she hasn't come back to California. So I don't know if it's because both Sarah and Pam are here. I
And
also
who's Sarah and Pam? Like we know, but the listeners don't know.
okay. So my daughter is Sarah. She moved to California. She's staying with me right now while she looks to buy a house or a condo or whatever. So she's staying. We actually just put up a Christmas tree here today.
A
And
real one?
Pam- Huh?
A
Yeah.
real one?
No, a fake Christmas
No,
tree.
I meant like a real one, not like some lighted palm tree.
No, not one of my lighted palms. My lights burned out on my palms, so I
I'm
got new lights.
sorry.
I got new lights, and Luca was
Rest
hanging
in
out on his
peace.
perch all day right next to it, so I couldn't do it today. But tomorrow I'm going to do it.
All right.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's that or this might be news to you, Eva. I told April, but I think I told you too that Pam and I got engaged.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Technically, we didn't get engaged yet. I haven't proposed yet, but we're gonna get engaged.
Okay.
She knows it's coming. I can't propose without a ring, and I gotta wait for the ring. I bought the ring. I'm waiting for.
Okay, well that part I knew. I thought maybe you proposed since you were saying that. Okay.
Right.
No. I still have not yet. So
Okay,
that's that.
okay.
And another
Congratulations
thing,
to your future endeavor.
yeah. And another thing that I don't know why is, you guys know that I started going to Christian church about a year ago. You know,
Right.
and I'm all in. You know, I don't. I think there's. I know, right, Kenny?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. So I still feel a lot of aspects I do, ways I used to about things, but I'm kind of in. And I don't know if maybe for the first time being Christian makes me appreciate the Christmas season a little more, And I know it's originally a
They give you
pagan
free
holiday.
cookies at the church.
I don't care about that, but it's
That
like,
makes me appreciate
yeah.
it.
I don't eat cookies because I'm a weirdo how I eat. I haven't had a cookie in like 8 years.
I'm sorry
That's
for
your
your
problem.
loss.
I know it is. It is a problem. But so there's a lot of reasons, but I'm really into to Christmas this year.
All right.
But not to end the show with any Debbie Downer too, but April, did you tell Eva what we spoke about the other day?
Yeah, I did. I filled her in.
So we did have a friend. I don't need to say any names then. She knows. We did have I wouldn't call him a good friend, but someone that runs with our circle that we all think is a very nice guy that committed suicide a couple of weeks ago. And so I do think it is important to talk about. I'm not sure if it had anything to do with the season or if it would have happened regardless. It sounded like he was in a funky place, but these seasons can be rough. And so I think I want to come out with a podcast talking about that. And then I'm coming out with one in January that is, when I first started going to church, I did a podcast called Church. And it was about me feeling compelled to go for the first time. Anyone that's listened to my podcast knows that I've been a strong believer in God for over 10 years. I just didn't know how to quantify that. So when I started going to church, I did a podcast called Church. It talked about some questions I had. And the one I'm going to do in January is I'm going to be talking about what's it been like after a year of going. And from my point of view, I can't give anyone answers for them, but I want to answer all the hardest questions of Christianity that I've really pondered on, that I've really thought about. What is faith? Why didn't Jesus write anything down? Why does an all-loving, all-powerful God allow horrible things, bad things to happen in the world?
Oh, that's reincarnation right there.
Yeah. So I want to
debts, karmic debts.
I want to tackle some of the toughest questions from my point of view. That's what I'm coming out with in January. And then after that, not from a Christian point of view at all, but two things that have been interesting me lately is near-death experiences. And they can cross the whole gamut of religions. People can die and see Buddha. You know what I mean? I'm interested in that, and also doing a podcast about miracles in general. So those might take some research time, but that's what's up on my
That'll
plate.
be good.
And
So
for the
quick
audio
question.
listeners,
We're out of time almost. But in their last couple of minutes, and Aesthetic, thank you. Aesthetic says sending love to anyone who's going to be alone this Christmas.
Blessings. Yeah, definitely.
And
definitely.
I wanted to ask, what do each of you have for advice for people that are having a rough time going through the season? Do you have suggestions or advice?
Are you asking your listeners, or are you asking us, or what?
Both of you, all of you, really. Anybody can put something in the chat, and you guys too.
I can say something while people are thinking of throwing it in the chat.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this today. Have you and I ever talked about how, you know, that runway models are ugly, right? Nobody thinks a runway model is attractive, right? These
It's ugly
tall,
subjective.
nobody wants to see 6 foot tall, 115 pounds, right? That's not what, even the whole time is that's what they're calling beautiful. You go to Playboy, what men actually buy, that's not what any of them look like, you know? And I've always thought that the theory behind the runway models having unrealistic, unattainable bodies is because by putting that out there and selling that to the public, because we are a dumb public, selling that to the public is this is what beauty is, that every woman sees that and goes, I'm not that. And then they want to go buy the products to look like that, right?
Well, they
And
do
I
it with
think-
everything marketing for women.
Right. And I think the same thing to a certain degree happens with Christmas to sell us and to market us on us. They show the perfect families, a husband and a wife. They're not fighting about anything. You know, they've got their kids, the perfect little family. They've got the perfect meal.
There's no drunk uncle talking politics in the corner.
Yeah, the in-laws are coming over, but what they also show with the perfect family is a perfect tree loaded with everything and all the presents under the tree. You know, if they showed that you can be imperfect and still be happy and not need these presents and still be perfect, maybe people wouldn't purchase as much as Christmas. I can tell you, I'm happier this year than I've been in a long time. And I don't feel a need to buy anything. I mean,
I don't do it.
You know,
with you. I do Yule, not Christmas, because I refuse to go into debt for Christmas. As you guys know, every year I do a Christmas party. That's for my friends. Everybody contributes. We all do that, and that's my gift to everybody. And I'm not spending money. I will spend money on the kids in the family. That's it. Everybody else gets like a handmade gift. You know, you're getting body butter or candles or soaps or whatever. That's it. I'm not doing the thing. I'm not doing it. I'm not going into fucking debt because society says I'm supposed to go into debt for Christmas and rack up credit card debt at 28%. Suck my dick.
I love it when you say suck my dick. It always cracks me up.
Thank you, Kenny. A person with zero debt is rich. Exactly.
What I wanted to say on the there we go. What I wanted to say on the tail end of what I just said, though, is I think when people get beat up at Christmas time, they show us that, and we all want that. All of us want that. Even when our kids grow up, we still want that. You know what I mean? But just understanding that that's not reality that everybody has. You can appreciate that for what it is. You can see that in the movies and still appreciate it. Holding ourselves accountable to that is if we don't measure up, then we're less than, you know? So I think managing our expectations is an important thing to do. I looked this up today and I saw if you're lonely during the holidays, I heard of a great idea. Volunteer.
I love that. Sorry, I got all excited. I say that every year.
Do you really?
Yeah. Yeah. As the animal shelters in particular always need help, but so do the places with the elderly. People always think about homeless, but they never think about all the elderly people that don't have anybody there to visit them. And I'll tell you, if you bring them something like even some nice warm socks or cupcakes, they'll bring them some
blanket.
cookies. Yeah, if you bring them something, they love that. So yeah, if you really want to make somebody happy, go volunteer at a retirement place or assisted living or something like that. Yeah, or like I said, the animals have to be fed and walked and taken care of through the whole season.
And then one other advice: if you're lonely, our friend who ended it, a couple of weeks ago. If you're lonely, if you feel you're just like you're seeing this image on TV and there's nothing there, you guys might roll your eyes at me for saying this, but don't forget the reason for the season. Go to a church. If you are lonely, go to a church on Sunday. There are people there that will listen to you. And there are people there that put on a really nice free show every week, and you're surrounded by wonderful people. And then, at least at my church, great stories. I've been going a year now. I think I've
And
gone
free hot chocolate.
free hot chocolate. I think I've gone one time without crying. Something moves me every time I go. But yeah, if you're lonely at Christmas time, you have nothing going on, go to a church. There's wonderful people there. So what's an angel tree?
Yeah, what is an angel tree, Winona? Yeah, there's nothing, embracing spirituality, whatever your spirituality is. But
Right.
the churches are around for sure.
They're easy. You know what I mean? It's harder to find a meta group.
Yeah.
Every church on Sunday is having one or two. And
There's also always an AA meeting.
right, if that's your problem. If that's,
yeah, but there's people
Yeah.
there too.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, don't go to an AA meeting if you're not a recovering alcoholic, though, just to meet people, right?
Well, there's also
Wouldn't you agree if you're not an alcoholic church?
like I said, there's cookies. Sometimes there's cookies.
Coffee, hot chocolate.
Oh my goodness.
No. Well, if you're family, they have the one. What is the one? If you have a family member,
Hang on. Oh, yeah.
Al-Anon.
I'll be right back. Hang on.
Yes, your birdie. Yeah, they have Al-Anon too. But yes, there's. Lori says families are tough. The holidays are tough, but thanks to April and Eva, take some of the hurt away. Hard when your kids don't acknowledge you at the holidays or call or FaceTime. Ty, you're right. Loneliness. Oh, that's kids are something I'm glad I did not have. Kids are tough because you give to them and you just keep giving to them and you keep giving to them and you keep giving to them. So they can be very, very draining. Oh, hi, Luca. And Lori says to volunteer at places, you have to be vetted. That is very, very true. You can't just show up at a soup kitchen or a homeless shelter. You do have to do it, be vetted. So if you want to volunteer during the holidays, you may want to go ahead and fill out your vetting now for that.
Unfortunately, that stuff is usually a year in advance. There's places more than a year sometimes.
He sees himself.
Kenny's like, you're using the Fight Club idea. You want to go to support groups? So I want to find my Bob with bitch tits. Like, right?
Yeah.
The first rule of Fight Club, right?
We don't talk about it.
Yeah, the second rule of Fight Club too.
Hi, Luca.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's seeing himself on the screen right. He was going nuts in the cage. It's getting close to his bedtime, and he acts like a crying child when it comes to bedtime. He makes a scene until I give him to sleep.
Well, April came up last night to help me take down Christmas stuff, and one of mine, mine's right around 9:00. And as she could see, we were cooking last night, and what was it, like 10 to 9? And here he goes,
out and screaming.
Yes, he starts, and he's right on.
Yep.
Time to get me fresh food. Time to get me in my cage. You got to tell me what to do.
That's where he's at. And I've got to wear these glasses every time he's on the shoulder, because if he starts flapping his wings have whapped me my eye twice.
Oh, I got to take mine off because they will attack my glasses.
Oh, he'll bite at my thing if I'm giving him a bath when he's on my shoulder. I missed him. Sometimes he starts pecking at my glasses, but he his
nervous.
wing.
He's like, what's all this stuff going on?
He is. He's seeing himself. He's seeing all these people. He doesn't know what's going on.
I like to dance in front of the birds and be like, pretty bird. Who's a pretty bird? He's a pretty bird.
You were doing good. They didn't
Anyway,
fly from you.
I am gonna get him off to bed here. So
no, we're done. We've taken up everybody's time, but I just wanted to
thank you,
converse and tell stories, and
I had a good time. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for coming. And you guys can look up Ty's podcast. It's BreakingYourChains.com. So check that out if you want to listen to something that is very introspective, deep, well-researched, esoteric, and scientific. So thank you for still being here. I know we had a light one this week. We appreciate you. We will be live next week. So Thank you,
Yes.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Eva. Appreciate it. Thank you, April.
Got it.
Yes, we
Yeah.
appreciate you. So I know it's
Yes.
it's a season where everybody's busy right now. So we will take the ones that we can get for these weeks because I know everybody's running around doing things, but
Well,
lots
we have
of
some
love.
pretty good stuff lined up for next week and the week after, actually through the end of this year. And
Yep.
we got all kinds of stuff coming up for next year too. So
Yep.
be prepared, hang in there. We got some great stuff coming up. So this month as well. So
Yep.
Cool deal.
Yep. Yeah. Before we go, Winona says the question you asked about the angel trees. It is a Christmas charity program hosted by the Salvation Army. You can go to any participating location and pick up a tag. It is the gender, age, and what the child or elderly person likes, as well as some specific requested items. You go buy it for them and then turn all the items in when done.
Great idea.
there is
Great
other
idea.
ones like that too. And if can I add to that real quick before we get
Oh,
off?
I love doing toys for tots. Oh, that's my thing every year. But yeah, go ahead.
There's local places like CARES Network and like here there's an aging network locally where you can support by their elderly animals by bringing animal food to them. They disperse it to the elderly who need it for their pets. Also for diapers and socks and things, they will get it to local in your community what they need, socks, things like that, to houses and not just to the living facilities.
He's about to
people
fly
that-
away, so I'm going to put him back in his cage. Sorry to interrupt you. I'll be back.
No, that's okay. Have a good night.
Thanks, Ty.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Anyway, I was done.
So yeah, no, that's a good idea. And yeah, another thing you guys can look up, and I don't know what they're running. Everybody's different, but look up Meetup. Is it Meetup or Meetups.com?
Meetup. MEETUP.com.
.com. So I have met so many good friends through Meetup.com. You can go on there and fill out what you're interested in. You know, you like to play poker games or yoga or go out to try new restaurants or movie nights or atheist groups or spirituality groups or whatever you're into. You know, psychedelic mushrooms. They literally have a meetup for like every freaking thing out there.
Right.
And sometimes there's like a small fee for stuff. Sometimes it's online, but a lot of stuff is in person, and you'll find your people. And I've met some amazing people. I've gone to some dud groups too. You're just like, this isn't for me, or this is not my age group, or whatever. But I've met more cool people than not. So highly recommend Meetup.com. So it's like trying on shoes. You know, you're going to try on a couple pairs of shoes before you find the ones that fit. But if you are lonely and looking for things to do, that is another outlet on how to make friends or something to do. So, and there's always the gym. There's always the gym. Huh?
That is true. Should I pull him back in? I didn't realize he was still
No,
there.
he said bye. Okay.
Oh, yeah. He came back in there. I'm sorry. I thought you were done for the day, so I kicked you out.
We're talking about meetup.com.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Hang on a second.
No, we're letting you go. Get out.
All right. I let him out. I kicked him off. All right.
So
Sorry.
All right. So we will talk to you later. Thank you for being here. You can go over and be a patron at patreon.com, April Hunter. I will be doing my Christmas countdown. You can join for free and be supported for free. And thank you for being here. Look at you, the gym, probably not. What? You'd be surprised. Places like EOS, they have massage chairs, they have hot and cold chairs, they have a pool, they have hot tubs. What else do they have over there? They have a movie theater. You could do the cardio in the movie theater.
I don't know. I don't like that place.
These places have like these entire things now. They're not just weights and treadmills anymore. It's like an entire complex of shit. Basketball courts, racquetball, pickleball. They're like very complex things for like $20 a month. They're cheap as anything now, and you get everything for it. So yeah. It's
there's what they call
like
fitness centers now, which have a lot more YMCAs that have a lot more if you have one near you. Where there's, like you said, yoga classes, fitness centers. They have meetup groups there that they do, or book clubs, and local libraries do a lot for free.
Yeah.
Now, actually, weekdays and evenings.
You talking about the gym? It's called EOS. There's actually quite a few in the Tampa Bay area. I don't know if there's one. You're in Brandon, right? Alex. So I'm not sure if there's one out there, but probably there's everything out in that Brandon area. So I'm guessing there are. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're alone, if you're looking for something to do that doesn't cost a lot, if you just want to get out of the house, you know.
Yep.
Anyway, stay sane in this insane world, and we will see you live. See you next Tuesday. Mwah!
Yes.
Much love. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.